he intended to arise, and he proved it by arising, and he did resume fighting, and then was informed it was too late.
Cus D'Amato was more than just a legendary boxing trainer. He was a philosopher of the sport. Known for mentoring icons like Mike Tyson, D'Amato spent decades studying what separated ordinary fighters from true champions. For Cus, greatness wasn't only about power or undefeated records. It was about discipline, intelligence, courage, and the ability to overcome fear under pressure. Over the years, D'Amato openly praised a handful of fighters he believed represented the highest level of boxing excellence.
The head just winds up slamming into Mike's eye, and another look at it, Vander just kind of dives. There it is, right there. Puts his head down and comes straight in.
These were the champions he considered timeless examples of what a fighter should be, both mentally and physically. 1. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was more than just a heavyweight champion in the eyes of Cus D'Amato. He was a complete revolutionary. D'Amato admired how Ali completely transformed the expectations of what a heavyweight fighter could look like inside the ring. Before Ali, most heavyweights relied heavily on brute strength and straightforward pressure. Ali changed that by combining speed, movement, reflexes, and psychological warfare in a way nobody had ever seen before. Cus respected Ali's ability to think several steps ahead during fights.
When you get hit, that's when you gotta be calmest. That's when you gotta be calmest. When you get hit.
Ali didn't just react. He controlled opponents mentally. His trash talk, confidence, and unpredictability often caused opponents to lose focus before the fight even started. D'Amato always believed boxing was 90% mental, and Ali proved that theory every time he stepped into the ring. Another reason Cus admired Ali was his courage. Whether fighting Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, or George Foreman, Ali never backed down from danger.
He is not going to knock Ron Lyle out as predicted. Ali is winning this round.
Even when stripped of his titles and banned from boxing during the Vietnam era, he stood firm on his beliefs despite enormous criticism. D'Amato valued fighters who could withstand pressure, both inside and outside the ring. To Cus, Ali represented intelligence, toughness, and fearlessness. His influence extended far beyond boxing, because he inspired athletes to believe in themselves and challenge expectations. That combination of skill, charisma, and mental strength made Ali one of the greatest champions D'Amato ever studied. 2. Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson was often considered by Cus D'Amato to be the closest thing boxing had ever seen to a perfect fighter. Robinson possessed a rare combination of speed, balance, timing, power, and ring intelligence that made him almost impossible to imitate. Many fighters excelled in one or two areas, but Robinson mastered nearly every aspect of boxing. Cus admired how natural Robinson looked in the ring. His movements appeared effortless, yet every punch carried speed and precision. Robinson could switch between defense and offense instantly, confusing opponents with his rhythm and timing. D'Amato believed that true greatness came from making difficult things look easy, and Robinson embodied that perfectly. Another quality Cus respected was Robinson's adaptability. He could outbox technical fighters from the outside or pressure opponents aggressively when needed. That flexibility made him dangerous against every style. D'Amato constantly taught that fighters who rely on only one strategy eventually get exposed, but Robinson always found ways to adjust during fights. Cus also admired Robinson's consistency. During an era when fighters competed far more frequently than modern boxers, Robinson remained elite for years. His ability to maintain dominance across different weight classes showed incredible discipline and conditioning. To D'Amato, Robinson represented the ideal balance between athletic ability and technical skill. He wasn't just a champion, he became a standard by which future fighters were judged. Even decades later, Robinson's style continues to influence boxing trainers and champions around the world. 3. Jack Dempsey. Jack Dempsey was one of the fighters Cus D'Amato admired most for his aggression and mentality. Dempsey fought with relentless pressure, explosive power, and a fearless attitude that overwhelmed opponents. To Cus, Dempsey showed how controlled aggression could break even the toughest fighters mentally and physically. D'Amato often studied Dempsey's ability to close distance quickly while attacking from unpredictable angles. He believed Dempsey understood offensive pressure better than almost anyone in heavyweight history. Instead of waiting cautiously, Dempsey forced opponents into uncomfortable exchanges from the opening bell. Cus later used many of these aggressive principles while training Mike Tyson. What impressed Cus most was Dempsey's mental toughness. Growing up poor and fighting through hardship, Dempsey developed a survival mentality that carried into the ring. D'Amato believed fighters shaped by adversity often possessed greater determination and resilience. Dempsey's life story represented the type of hunger Cus respected deeply. Dempsey also carried a powerful psychological presence. Opponents often looked intimidated before fights even began. D'Amato constantly emphasized that fear affects every boxer, but champions learn how to control and use it. Dempsey mastered that aspect of the sport. For Cus, Dempsey symbolized boxing's warrior spirit, relentless pressure, courage, and total commitment. His aggressive style helped shape modern heavyweight boxing and left a lasting impact on trainers who valued offensive intensity. 4. Joe Louis. Joe Louis was admired by Cus D'Amato for his technical perfection and calm discipline. Known as the Brown Bomber, Louis combined devastating power with precise fundamentals, making him one of the most efficient heavyweight champions ever. D'Amato often praised Louis because he rarely wasted movement or punches. Everything he did inside the ring had purpose. Cus especially respected Louis' jab and combination punching. His jab wasn't just a scoring weapon. It controlled distance, disrupted rhythm, and created openings for his powerful right hand. D'Amato constantly taught young fighters that mastering fundamentals separates great champions from ordinary contenders, and Joe Louis represented mastery at the highest level. Another reason Cus admired Louis was his composure under pressure. No matter how intense a fight became, Louis remained calm and disciplined. He didn't panic, swing wildly, or lose emotional control. D'Amato believed emotional discipline was one of the most important qualities in boxing, because fear and frustration often destroy fighters mentally. Louis maintained control even during dangerous moments. Outside the ring, Louis also carried enormous responsibility during a difficult period in American history. Despite intense racial pressure and public expectations, he conducted himself with professionalism and dignity. Cus respected fighters who handled pressure with maturity and focus. To D'Amato, Joe Louis was the perfect example of technical excellence combined with mental control. His balanced style and disciplined approach influenced generations of fighters who studied how precision and patience could dominate heavyweight boxing. 5. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano earned tremendous respect from Cus D'Amato because of his relentless determination and work ethic. Unlike some heavyweight champions gifted with extraordinary speed or athleticism, Marciano achieved greatness through conditioning, toughness, and non-stop pressure. D'Amato admired fighters who maximized every ounce of their potential, and Marciano represented that mentality perfectly. Cus respected Marciano's ability to wear opponents down physically and mentally. He constantly moved forward, throwing punches with relentless intensity until opponents eventually broke under pressure. D'Amato believed endurance and conditioning were some of the most underrated weapons in boxing, and Marciano's stamina allowed him to maintain aggression deep into fights when others became exhausted. Marciano also possessed tremendous punching power, especially in his right hand. But what made him special to Cus was his refusal to quit or slow down. Even when behind in fights or taking punishment, Marciano continued pushing forward. D'Amato always taught fighters that fear and pain must be controlled mentally, and Marciano showed incredible mental resilience throughout his career. Another quality Cus admired was Marciano's discipline outside the ring. He trained obsessively and treated boxing seriously at all times. D'Amato believed natural talent meant little without discipline, preparation, and sacrifice. Marciano became undefeated because he approached training with complete commitment. For Cus, Rocky Marciano symbolized the hard-working fighter who achieved greatness through determination and mental strength. His undefeated record and relentless style made him one of the champions D'Amato respected most. D'Amato respected Marciano's discipline outside the ring as well. He trained obsessively, maintained strict conditioning, and treated boxing seriously at all times. Cus often warned fighters that talent alone wasn't enough to become great. Marciano proved that determination and preparation could overcome physical disadvantages. For D'Amato, Marciano symbolized the ultimate blue-collar champion, a fighter who achieved greatness through relentless effort, mental strength, and refusal to quit. His undefeated legacy and warrior mentality earned enormous respect from one of boxing's greatest trainers.